Alright, good morning everybody. As you can see, we are looking at TLRY stock. A couple names on the list today: NFLX, TLRY, CRBP, and also TWLO on our list to watch. For day trades today, TLRY, NFLX, and CRBP. You guys can see that after looking at the charts for today, TLRY pre-market has gotten quite a bit of a push. Looking at our daily chart, you can see that the price target has gone from 7 a.m. in this morning from an $80 price all the way up to over $100 this morning, over a 20-point move. Watching to see, I guess a private equity stakeholder is holding into the company, and he's not going to sell out of his shares, which is some of the good news that's in part for this stock today. And the stock could have a pullback. We're going to watch it in pre-market, see how it reacts off the 5-minute and 1-minute charts. It could have a spillover and continue to drop down lower, back down to 92, 88 if it doesn't get any support, but we'll see. SPY also on the list today is getting close to that 260 mark. Hit 259s as of yesterday, but 260 is a pivotal mark for resistance. Detrimental, actually. We may see the SPY begin to turn over. We are getting to that point where the SPY wants to sell, and we are getting a bit overbought. So people are going to be looking to take some of their profits. Another stock on the list today that we're looking at is Netflix. Netflix closed yesterday at 324. You can also see this morning it has gotten quite a bit of action from this morning. It's gapped up overnight. It's gone all the way up to 334 just from yesterday's afternoon session and today's pre-market. And they also got a price target hike of 450. News on it comes from Raymond James, and also a 430 price target from Morgan Stanley. So stock lately has been getting some momentum throughout the past couple of days. As you can see, the chart off the daily looks very, very good. I was expecting to see a 332 resistance level. Currently holding 300 shares since 270. 332 high of day, as you can see right here. When I flash over this specific day is 332. That's the last of the candlestick. We were at 324 as of yesterday, but today we've gapped up, and the current market price as of now, pre-market, is 334, 333. So it'll be interesting to watch just to see how far this stock can go for today, this morning. Next resistance point I'm getting is at 362 from 332 price level. However, SPY has to kind of be in our favor, and right now we look like we're a little bit overbought. So like I said, people will be trying to take their profits today. So if the SPY turns, then this could go the opposite way. Another stock that we'll look to swing is a CRBP stock, and lately they've just gotten some news that they are planning to announce a new strategic let me pull it up. New strategic focus on therapies and treatment, and also a partnership with Kaken Pharmaceuticals to develop commercialized autoimmune disease with Japan. This has set the stock to go to a price target of 38, which is something that we'll keep on watch. Specifically for a day trade, don't know, but the stock is getting a lot of momentum and volume for this morning. When we speed in and we interject and dissect the chart by its minute-to-minute time frame, yesterday it closed at 778. This morning it opened up and it's trading at 868. We've had a lot of momentum pre-market this morning, so it will be interesting to watch on the open to see how it reacts. If the SPY begins to turn, we have to just keep in mind that resistance points for these specific stocks could go the opposite way, so we'll look to short specific names like CRBP. Typically, I wouldn't be shorting. I'd be looking for a proper entry to hold for the price target of 38 over the long haul as a contrarian approach, and also short-term investor. Just something to keep in mind. But for specific day trades for today, the ones I will be looking at are specifically Netflix and Square. Square actually doesn't look too bad. If we look at this stock right here, it's actually broken the 65 level. So we want to see today if it's going to hold at the 65 level. Currently, it's trading at 65.82. Yesterday, it closed at 66.10. We'll see how it reacts. It did close out with the hammer. Next resistance point would be the 67.82 level right here at the 100-day moving average off the daily. And this stock can literally move to 67.82 before catching some resistance, and then after that, I have a price target of a high of $70. So 67.82 would be the first price target, then 70 if it breaks above that, and if it breaks above 70, it could continue to run to 73. So keep it on watch. If the SPY begins to turn, just something to keep in mind as well too. Another stock to keep on watch is TWLO. Has a really solid chart off the daily. After looking at this chart right here, you can see that's retapping its resistance level at 100. If I just draw out this line fairly quick, you guys can see that's tapping 100, comes back for the retest, tapping, and it comes back to retest and tapping 100. So you can see it's at 96, currently trading at 96.20. Now, this chart isn't something that we probably day trade today, but it is something to keep in mind. It has been a stock that I have been watching, and if it does retest this 100 again, there's a good chance that it will break through the 100 resistance and continue to break forward into a breakout. You can see that the moving averages are curving upward, and they're consolidating nicely. Chart also looks like it's pretty decent. On a zoomed out from a weekly scale, it looks like it could have a pullback down to 87 or 90 perhaps, but I don't think that's going to happen unless we truly spill on the SPY. But it is something to keep in mind. TWLO and CRBP are some of my short-term investments or swings. For the trades for today, I will be looking at Netflix, Square, and TLRY to see how it's going to be reacting. Specifically TLRY, I don't really like to trade TLRY too often, specifically because it blows through some of my stops. But I have made over 90,000 this year off of it, trading from earlier June when they IPO'd on the market in 2018, and they opened up at $16, I believe. I was in it all the way when they hit that price target of 300. So has a really clean chart this morning off the 5-minute. You guys can see, lots of momentum, a pullback, and it's holding very nicely at the 96 level. On a green candlestick. So it's going to be interesting to watch on the open. We got about another hour. I'll be keeping this, on watch, and we'll return back to it and see how things are going to be looking. I'll give you guys a recap towards the end of the day.